Yo, what's good, Progress Squad? Here's another devlog. Another day, another devlog. Apologies if my dog makes noise. I do just want to say before the devlog, the game's demo is now out, so you can go and play it and leave feedback and see what it's like, and yeah, let me know. So, without any further ado, so today was a massive day. I think I started working at probably 7:38, and I've just finished now. It's like 20 past 6. So um, pretty busy, and unfortunately, the game actually looks quite similar. So I haven't made any major gameplay updates, visual updates, things like that. But I have done some really cool stuff in the back end. So I haven't deleted it yet, but this is what it used to be before. And I won't go too much into detail just because, I think a lot of you are here just to kind of see what the game is like rather than how the backend is working. But as an overview for those who are interested, the game used to be, well, it still is. There's still kind of dodgy shit in the code base, but in particular, there used to be this massive file that was responsible for spawning minerals, spawning asteroids, breaking asteroids, calculating the progress, calculating a whole bunch of shit that really should be in separate categories, which is what I did today. So I split that up into a spawner that spawns minerals, a spawner that spawns asteroids, uh, and this is all the same. Sorry about that. Then another thing I did today, which is even bigger, actually took a lot longer, but again, it's kind of abstract. But what I used to have before, which I don't have an example of, but what I used to say is I used to say at when you're 5% completed the game, then have a I don't know 10% chance to spawn a level 1 asteroid. And that level 1 asteroid spawns amethyst, and it can spawn 1 to 3 amethyst. It was all very complicated. I added a lot of data, a lot of manual data in terms of at each individual percentage of the game from 1 to 100. I said these are the asteroids that can spawn. This is the chance of each one spawning. This is the chance of each level of each one spawning. It took a lot of time, and I very quickly realized that I'd need a more automated system because obviously if I've got 10 or 15 minerals, it's going to be really hard to balance it all at the same time. So I made this system here, and what this pretty much does, it's an asteroid spawner, and I was really I was locked in, especially for the first half of the day, pumping this shit out. And it's yeah, I won't go too much into the details, but just know that this is peak. This is as good as it gets. Actually, that being said, I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but this is the way I decided to do it. So I've actually got, and I'll pull it up here. I've got I've got a graph here. And so this indicates the spawn rates of any particular level, and this is applicable for all minerals. So I decided, let's just standardize it, reduce the manual work that I have to do. And let's say these are the spawn rates. So I can make it wider in Desmos. So this is what it would look like in game. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on when it's all stretched out like this. So I've just put it into 1. And then I can also move it along up and down. And I can see here that, let's just put it to 1. So there's it uses this data to kind of calculate. The higher the line, the higher the chances that level is going to spawn. So at the start, the level 1 asteroids are most common, and then eventually the level 2 asteroids take over, the level 3, the level 4, and then finally level 5, which is still very rare, appear at the end. And I implemented that into this using some fancy stuff, but I hard-coded these values, and so if I ever want to change it, I just go in and change these values. I could do it a bit more dynamically, but I really kind of wanted to strike the balance between simplicity for me to implement, but also flexibility. And I thought that this was a good resolution. And in terms of other upgrades today, there hasn't been a huge amount. The scientist's still there. I added this little feedback button. I did a lot of balancing. I played through the game probably 4 or 5 times, which took a lot of time, but that was, yeah, it was pretty unbalanced before. Now it's slightly more so. I do think that obviously as there's more content, the balancing is going to need to change and stuff like that. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. In terms of next week, I really want to kind of get some more content into the game. I think it's time to add something new. I also want to make this like home page look a bit nicer. So add some trees and some shadows and some stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think that's it for today. Go and play the demo. Also, like and subscribe, please. I've noticed that I've forgotten to like say subscribe at the end of my videos, but subscribe to the like 1% of you who are still watching to the end. So thank you for that. And yeah, and I'll keep doing weekly uploads. I mean, I might stitch some together and post one at the end of the month, but I mean, if you see it, then you can watch it if you want to. Otherwise, don't watch it. Yeah, that's it. And I'll see you next week. See ya.